could remember, but I can't.
It's called an establishing shot.
Remember. Well, I wasn't that type of... Oh.
No, this is perfect. Just keep going.
I wasn't really a mischievous sort of person, really.
You're not?
No.
Can you not think of any single thing you did that was maybe a little bit naughty?
Well, shut it off while I have a think about it. I was just helping my mum in the sweet shop and hoping I might take over the sweet shop, but that didn't come off in the end. Right? That's all.
And you ended up opening your own shop, didn't you?
I did. Well, I've always liked business. A shop. Yeah. 35 years. And they closed it because I sold it because I retired at the age of 63. Yeah.
What sort of stuff did you get up to as a 17, apart from working in the shop? What would you do when you weren't at the shop or at school?
Well, I'd met your granddad then, so we used to go out together. We did go to the cinema, yeah, a lot. Yes, we went to the cinema quite a lot, really. Oh, well, I wouldn't say it was mischievous, but when I was courting your granddad, he had this motorbike. And I can remember on several occasions riding into Bridlington on the back of this motorbike with high heels on and a headscarf. Oh, we used to come to the cinema and go to the... what was it called? The Chinese restaurant. But... we didn't eat the Chinese food. We always had English food. Oh dear. That's all we did, really.
What's a bubble car?
Well, a bubble car was a little car. It just seated two. And it opened out at the front. It was a bit like an invalid car, but it wasn't.
And we used to, it was bright red, was this one that we had?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that your granddad had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving because let me show you it. Maybe.
I always wanted to be a personal assistant or a secretary. But when I moved down to London, I worked for the Brank Xerox company as a microfilmer. Well, the only mischief I can really remember getting up to is when me and my brother, we used to go to the end of the road to the convent. We used to jump the wall and pick the apples. Then we got chased home by the nuns. And then later we would sell them at the gate for a profit. It was quite a nice little business, actually.
Well, when I was very young, what I really wanted to be was a ballerina. So I'd done ballet lessons since I was 3. And done that, and then I was just like, that's what I want to do in life, and I realised that actually I loved it. My mum took me to ballet, to watch the ballet theatre shows, and I looked up about it, but obviously we didn't have the internet or anything like that when I was younger, so I'd seen live performances. I remember meeting some ballerinas that come to it was a book signing in Nottingham, and I went and I met them, and I've still got that book now. But weirdly enough, one of my favourite ballerinas was a lady called Lynn Seymour, and when I was grown up and I became an actor, not a dancer, I had a role with this as she was dancing and stuff, and Lynn Seymour was the choreographer, so I actually did get to meet and work with one of my idols from when I was younger. But I never did become a ballerina. I auditioned for the Royal Ballet School and didn't get in, and that was at the age of 11. But I was really determined, and I was happy to go away at boarding school in order to do it, but I'm really glad that I didn't do it, because what happened was that because my life had been so concentrated on ballet, I didn't look at other things. So then I started to learn other kinds of dance, and I did jazz dancing and tap dancing, and then I started acting. And then I realised, oh my god, this is much more me and less ballerina, because I do like to eat as well.
Okay, God. There was once when we had a parent-teachers evening, and the school decided to put on nibbles for the teachers. So, and they recruited myself and my friend Joanne to serve nibbles to the parents and the teachers. And it was Joanne's idea, it wasn't mine. She had some kitty biscuits, you know, the little kitty biscuits. So we stole the Twiglets that were supposed to be in the dishes, and we put kitty biscuits in. We ate the Twiglets, and we served kitty biscuits to the parents and teachers. And I thought, oh, I hope none of my teachers find this out. But they enjoyed them. And we never got caught.
There's a few things I could talk about, but I suppose the one we talk about most in my family is when I mistakenly poisoned myself. So we were staying with some friends of my mum's in their house, and in the house they had a big garden, and in the garden was a tree, and on the tree there were these seeds, and to me they looked exactly like peas. Now, I'd never seen peas growing before. I'd seen them in their shells, and I'd had to get them out of their shells and get them ready for tea. So I knew what a pea pod looked like, and that's what these things look like on this tree. I didn't know that peas grew on a vine. Anyway, so I ate them, and it turned out they were laburnum, which is very poisonous. And my mum came out into the garden, and my brother and I were there, and I was eating these seeds, and my brother luckily didn't eat any, and she freaked out and took me up to the hospital. And when I got up there, they had to induce vomiting to make me get rid of these seeds because they were very poisonous, and they made me chew on cotton wool, which is really disgusting, and that made me sick, and I was violently sick for quite a long time, and I had to stay overnight in the hospital. My mum was obviously extremely worried. Must have been about five or maybe 6 years old. Anyway, the next day I got out of the hospital and I came back to the house, and my sister was talking to me in the garden, and she said, "Why'd you have to go into hospital?" So I showed her by eating the beans again.
mischievous. I can't. I was a right good little child. I can't remember that far back. I don't know if I did do anything mischievous. I must have done. But my memory is not terribly good at the moment. But that's a difficult one. Golly, I'm in my 80s. I can't think of anything. I'd have to... It's too far back. I mean, I was very happy when I was little with my parents and my brother. I don't think... I mean, I might have done something mischievous against my brother, but I can't remember what it is. That is a big ask. Oh, that's a problem. I mean, that he's the only one I'd do anything mischievous to against, I think. Well, I was probably working at ICI in Harrogate. I would have left grammar school. I went to a grammar school and I was in the top stream, and then I would have left and I went straight to work at ICI, which was just in Harrogate. It was Finance Division, and I eventually became in charge of a laboratory. And famous people used to come and look round with the boss of ICI. But I was in charge of all these girls in this laboratory. It was very technical, but that wasn't mischievous. I don't know if I was a mischievous child. I must have done something. I can't think of anything. I mean, I was always well behaved, as far as I can remember. Not Mrs. Perfect. Nobody is. It was Finance Division, and it was not far from where my mum and dad lived. So I used to walk to ICI. It's gone now. I know where it is. There's lots of buildings there now of different things, you know, workplaces, and not far from where mum and dad lived, where I was born. I was born in the house. I stayed in there, and until I left and got married. I didn't go anywhere. I mean, I stayed with my mum and dad till I got married, and then I left to Grandpa David. Yes, that's who I married. Yes, that, and that didn't work out anyway. That was it. I think I was married about 17 or 18 years, but no, I can't remember. I mean, I can't remember when. What do you mean by mischievous?